My name is Dr. Sea Devil, mainly Bernxee, and you are watching Confidential Files. My Confidential Files. This whole series goes over and details the behind the scenes and the making of my episodes, as well as some other stuff you might be interested in. Here you will find all the stuff you need to know, everything you need to know about my channel and more. So please, stay on and watch, because you might be seeing some of this. I'm just gonna stand in this corner and see what happens. Okay. What? I'm lagging so hard. I hope you enjoy, because I certainly do. Start of today's episode, we're going to be talking about PetSimX. Hello everybody, and welcome back to a new series of the Confidential Files. So, Confidential Files is back for this series, and it is back with a bang. We're going to make longer Confidential Files, hopefully, as well as some more stuff as well on the side, instead of just talking about the episode or whatever, like we always do in the actual episodes. But anyway, so today is about PetSimX. PetSimX was a game by Big Games, I think, or something like that. Also made by Preston as well, and it was made quite actually a long time ago. Yes, 2021. Okay, I was close. But yeah, so yeah, I played the game on the time of its inception, and it was actually not a bad simulator. Uh, it's more down the line where I just started, like, hating the game a bit more, and this is why I didn't want to play the game that much. But let's go over the game timeline by timeline, and then also we'll get to behind the scenes of the episode as well as some other stuff as well. Let's go through the game though first, and me. So, I started playing the game around the start of the game when the game was kind of started, because I wanted to. My goal in mind was to be a YouTuber that would do PetSimX videos. What I didn't know is I really was not prepared. Simulator games are primarily play to win. They're sort of like you have to really have a lot of Robux if you want to do well in these games. To be fair to the normal player who's not a spender, normally they can play through the game and have lots of fun. When you're a YouTuber and you make content for the game, you will find yourself paying a bit of money. Either that be a new pet came out, or faster gameplay, faster progression, all that kind of stuff. So obviously you're going to be spending a lot of money to keep your viewers engaged, and also so you can get content out faster. The problem is for YouTubers like me, who are smaller, don't make money on YouTube, have a school life, all that other stuff, anything like that. They can't spend, they didn't have the time for this. Updates may come out at midnight. Obviously, I do not make videos at midnight. I actually make videos in the morning because I'm insane. It's not very easy to be the average YouTuber who can pump out 10 videos of pets and X like 5 seconds. Like it's impossible for small YouTubers to be able to essentially kind of like make videos on simulators without being the kind of last in line, if you will. It's hard for small YouTubers to do this, and I was hoping maybe when I'm a bit older, or when I'm further on in life, when I actually make money, have a job, and all that kind of stuff, that I can actually try and do this. But then again, who knows where simulators will be in a couple of years from now, and if simulators will even be around. Will robots be around? I hope so. It better be. I really hope it is. So yeah, who knows what will happen to Roblox? Who knows? We'll have to see all that when it comes around. But yeah, as time went on, back to 7X now instead of me. So as time goes on, I made 2 videos on PetSimX. I made 2 videos on PetSimX around the time that it started, and then Nothing. The whole thing just raptured from my channel. Why? Okay, to be fair, my reason was a bit different to what I just said. I mainly just didn't find an interest for simulators at this point. You've seen it across my channel if you've watched the main channel. I have I do make videos on simulators. I have done probably countless times in the past, but I've never ever actually beaten one before. It's always been left on 1 or 2 episodes or anything like that. But why? The reason is I just get bored of simulators. You're doing the same thing over and over again. You sometimes get an upgrade, you might get a cool pet, you might get a few views, but what else do you get? I don't get much dopamine from playing simulators. I don't even know, as you saw probably in the video we just did, I don't even know what I'm doing. That's why the video was so short. I didn't know what I was doing in that game because I just didn't know what to do. I don't remember simulators that well, which is annoying. I never got into simulators because it was just too tiring for me. And yeah, gradually I just stopped making simulator videos, worked on other videos as well, and here we are. So yeah, four channels and 100 videos later, here I am talking about the topic that I left for dead. It's crazy. But no, as the time went down, some stuff happened with PitSim X. PitSim. PetSim. Oh dear. So yeah, stuff happened for PetSim X. They started making stupid decisions, mainly financial, like making pets worth hundreds of pounds. That's like a lot of money. You can kind of see after I saw that news why I wasn't too too fond of the game. It couldn't possibly be because the over exaggerated price of the pets. No, it can't be. And also, even worse, how Preston tried to copyright block pets, despite them being done for years now. Because it's like Minecraft copyrighting a cube. Like you can't do that. It's people have already done it before. You essentially can't copyright something that's already happened. In fact, they can copyright you, and then you have to change your pets. And think of how many pets are in PetSim X, PetSim 99, all these other simulators. Imagine the biggest simulator you can think of, which is probably PetSim X, or PetSim 99, one of the two. Imagine they got copyrighted, and they have to change their pets to triangle pets, or rectangle pets. You wouldn't see it correct again, would you? Because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't work that way. Pets have always been cube, or actually look like pets. And normally people use cubes because it's simple, it's kid friendly, and additionally it's very easy to make. So you can pump out as many pets as you can. So essentially the design is going to be the easy part. So you can actually focus on the scripting of the pet, of course, as well, which is going to be the harder part. So you don't have to worry about design and all that. But note to self, note to all of you, don't copyright cube stuff. It's stupid. Now, let's talk about the episode in general. So I decided. So yeah, I haven't done TheBernxeeAdventures in a long time. Series 3 was 4 months ago, so actually not that far. It wasn't that far away. Well, 4 months ago from recording, which is in April. So coming out in October, that'll be about 10 months, I think, actually. Yeah. So yeah, 10 months or maybe 12 months. I'm not sure. So yeah, a lot of time has passed since Series 3 and Series 4. And let me tell you, note to future me as well, please do good in school. Please. Don't do really bad. I hope I did really well. So this is like me talking to myself now because I'm silly. Please hopefully you did well. If you did, comment down below that you did well. If not, don't comment, and we'll see what happens. And let's forget, but it might happen. Anyway, yeah, I haven't done this series in a long while, and now I'm coming back to it because I've done a lot of stuff in the main channel. I finished the main channel actually, so that's done. That's over with. As you saw, the Have Telegram is still having stuff come out. I'm finishing up Into the Vortex, that's being finished up, and then also it will mostly have one more series, and then it will be done, which is a bit sad to think about. And I will tell you why I've done that option in the future when Series 5 comes out, unless I don't do a thing then. So maybe I'll do it on like the last episode of this series. But anyway, so yeah, that's the series. But yeah, Series 4, I'm hoping to do longer videos in general and longer confidential files. Preferably as well with the cool title sequence you may have just seen, which I think is really cool. Hopefully this will all come out pretty well. Now let's talk about behind the scenes of the video. Over time, as you may have seen, so Crisp, which I used for the videos for, I think, 2 to 3. I'm not sure if I used it in Series 1 or even Series 2, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I use Crisp for a few videos here, as well as, of course, all my other channels. Mainly because I have a very clacky keyboard, as you may hear in some of the videos, as well as a very loud mouse, but mainly the keyboard. And obviously, when I don't have these audio levels all suited down and post editing and all that kind of stuff, and then recording, it's gonna sound very bad. Which is also why I'm hoping to get a different keyboard in the future. But that's beside the point. So yeah, I used Crisp for the longest time. I think about a year actually now. Which I was very happy about, because it was limiting to 1 hour, which is quite annoying, but I was able to get a lot of videos done, and I was happy with the production of videos and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was happy with that. The problem is that it broke. Sadly, Chris broke, and yeah, I was worried because oh my god, I'm gonna have to go back to the clacky keyboard from my old videos, and that's gonna be horrible. I'm in the big 25. I'm using a clacky keyboard. This is going to be horrible. I'm going to absolutely lose it. And exams are coming up. I'm going to stress. But no. I calmed myself down and remembered, hold on, developers of OBS have a working brain. And they made it so you can actually level out sounds from the background using a few cool things like sliding stuff until it sounds good. I actually was able to make this kind of audio, which is a level of you can hear me well, but you can't hear the keyboard well, or at all, which is very nice. Exactly what I wanted. So yeah, that's good. I think I'm not sure. I think Series 3 I started using DaVinci Resolve, which I don't think I've actually even talked about. I think for Series 1 and maybe even Series 2, I'd used an editing software called Lightworks, which was the first editing software I've actually used. It was pretty useful. I think I used it for like a year. And yeah, but I wasn't very happy about it. I only processed in 720p for some reason, and it was very limited in its editing, as far as I knew. My brother came along to me once. I think this was about the production of one of the roadmaps from my main channel, and he was like, "You should try this new thing called DaVinci Resolve." So I tried it, and here we are. Big editing software. If you know about Marvel and Disney, they also use this software for a lot of their editing, and I've actually seen a lot of people use DaVinci Resolve in their videos recently because it's very accessible to many. It's free, and it's very, very hard to get around. But the editing software, and if you just want to splice clips, maybe add a little effect, all that stuff is totally easy. The beginner stuff that people say is so hard, they make it easy here. If you want to learn about green screening or keyframing, that stuff is also pretty easy. There's tutorials online. Obviously, that's kind of the harder stuff. And DaVinci makes it look so much more easier than any other editing software. It's incredible. But so yeah, I started using DaVinci Resolve now, and I don't think I'll be switching anytime soon because it's actually a very, very useful editing software. I've had a few crashes with it recently. I'm not sure what's going on, but every time I try to process something every once in a blue moon, it will crash. Don't know why, it just does that. So that thumbs up from me. So yeah, there's that. Additionally as well, Into the Vortex and TheBernxeeAdventures are made for kids, which was my choice. I was happy with that kind of choice. The problem is that Made for Kids does actually limit what you can do on the channel, which is very annoying. But also, I thought it was a good idea. I wanted to try and see if I can captivate a child audience with Roblox and Minecraft, two very childish games, alongside a more teen or adult audience with my main channel and the Half Telegram, which is actually more than the audience. But anyway, yeah. So I've been experimenting with different like age variety of my channel, seeing what people what ages and what ages are watching my stuff and what people like as well. Very varied, of course, and that's kind of what I like to do. I like to vary my stuff. The problem is I'm probably taking down or not taking down. I'm stopping all this made for kids stuff. I just don't think I enjoy it much. It limits what I can do, which I kind of had foresaw but didn't really think about in the long run. And I just don't think Made for Kids is. I don't think these videos are very like, because like most videos for Made for Kids are quite like colorful and playful and enticing, which I don't think are my videos that much. I feel like they kind of like streamline one after the other. And the videos that I make for the main channel that are like, the big captivating videos, memes flying in left, right, and centre that I might be doing soon. Yeah, that's not going to be made for kids really, which sucks, but whatever. So yeah, there's that. I'm hoping to make more bigger projects on this channel. I'm really looking forward to doing that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this first edition of the confidential files, kind of, not really. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. I really hope it's been informative for you, and I really hope you maybe will check out Pet Sim, though, some practices in the game aren't my interest. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.